thing on? Hello? Okay. Good morning! Hey guys, today's video is about props and rewards. They are one of the most important things you can utilize during your class. And I just wanted to give a few examples, some tips how to use them, and a few new ideas of things that have really gotten some of my students that don't stay very engaged back to being engaged. Stay tuned if you want to hear more about my rewards, props, and I'm finishing it off with some organizational tips that have really worked for me, and I'm sure it'll help you stay organized and on top of your classroom. First, I wanted to talk about rewards. Rewards are so important. When I first began my journey with Vipkid, I had a few rewards: feed the cookie monster, here are some stars, just the basics. And boy, that took a turn real quick. Not everybody likes cookies, not everybody stays engaged with stars. And let me tell you, my little Lewis, he doesn't even like rewards. He gets bored and tells me no rewards and wants to play tic-tac-toe on the screen. We really have to adjust to what they like, what gets them learning, and what keeps them engaged. Because if they're having fun, we're having fun, and they keep coming back for more, and what's better than that? Come on, bruh. Crap. I like to have a few options sitting in my classroom that I can easily access in case, oh my gosh, you don't like soccer? Okay, basketball, dinosaurs, things like that make teaching so easy and run a lot smoother. Something I really like to do with my students is the option of which reward they want to earn that lesson. And it changes every lesson, and they know they're not getting the same thing. So something I like to do at the beginning of a lesson is say, do you want to build a snowman today? Or get dinosaurs? Dinosaurs! Dinosaurs! That automatically engages them immediately. Let's move on to props. Props are extremely important to keep your students engaged throughout the lesson. Whether you have a printout of a soccer ball or an actual ball laying around your house that you stole from your dog, I recommend using props throughout your lesson. Your students will stay engaged the entire time, which makes it a lot easier to teach, and on top of that, a lot more fun. Some of my most popular props are a bag of fruit, which I will link below. I got it off Amazon, just like almost everything I get, especially during this quarantine period. What, are we gonna go to Walmart and shop around and touch everything? No. I also love to use these faces. These are awesome to talk about color, feelings, especially the younger kids. They oftentimes struggle with simple sentences like, I am happy. So pulling out the happy sign, are you happy? Then throughout the lesson, you can hold this up and go, are you happy? Oh, happy. And teach them new words. It is so exciting. By the end of the 25 minutes, they know 4 or 5 new feelings that you taught them in addition to the lesson. Especially my level 1s. Busting out the banana, the tomato. What color is the tomato? Do you like bananas? These really help keep these students engaged, and they love it. Just last night, I had one of my little level 1s pull out a tomato, and she was so excited that I had a tomato too. And let me tell you, the lesson went smoothly after that. If you know level 1s, you never know what you're gonna get. So being on top of it, having those props, it's gonna make a world of a difference. Another thing I like to do, especially with my younger students, is engage them, ask them questions, just so they can start hearing the English language a little more. And I have these feelings, I like to call them. You can find these on my Etsy store. I will link it below. There's several feelings: happy, sad, angry, excited. Some of these are really difficult feelings to teach. So when you have a picture to show, oh, I'm excited, or I'm scared, it helps. And later in the lesson, when you hold up that picture, they're gonna know, excited. Trust me, It's super important to have these props. I don't think I've gone one class without it, whether I'm teaching, I'm excited, or just asking how their day was. I really like to use the note section and type a few things that interest them. My little Bella loves Hello Kitty, so just a reminder that she likes cats. What I did was use my labels for props I'm gonna need the most. I did people, animals, food, actions, and just vocab. This is so helpful. Honestly, I have this sitting on my desk, wide open, ready to use. Things like this really keep the students engaged, and just a little tip, having this is really gonna help you when you need to fill time. You see you're cruising, you're at slide 17 and you're only 12 minutes in. Pull this out, ask what animals they like, ask if they have a pet, or what animals they see at a zoo in China. There are so many things you can use this for. Something I have done a lot recently is pulling them out, saying, what food do you like? Did you eat pizza today? That really keeps them going, and if they didn't, have them tell you what they ate. It's really fun to engage their day. These questions can help you build a rapport with the student, and that ultimately leads to more bookings, which we both know is what we want. So I recommend getting yourselves one of these or some form of folder system where you can have it out, easily accessible for every class. It's gonna help you tremendously, and on top of that, it takes up very little room, and I am all about no clutter, out of sight, get it out of there, shove it in my drawer, and move on with the day. So I recommend these. I will say it in probably every single video. Get yourself a binder.